Mikhail Gavi Shra Bagal is my cardiac remain. Ich mir da aber mal Maya, ich war die Shabak, ich war die Sansi Visata, Visada, Shemit, Kuchurika. Later, we got a class with Shras, and the class like a muscle. I mean, about all my big man. Alanissim. Yeah. Baruch Atarina, Eloheinu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, El HaGadol, HaGibor V'Neidah, El Elyon, Gomel Chashadim Tovim, Keni Hakol, V'Zech Chasdei Avis, Medigel, V'Nei V'Nei V'Mashmei V'Ahava, Melech HaYisrael Mashiach Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Atah Gibor, L'Melech Mechay Misim, Atah L'Shia, Mash Baruch, Melech Hashem, Mechak HaChaim, B'Chesed Mechay Misim, Rachim Rabim, Sem Mechlek Nevrei, V'Echad U'Matir Asurim, V'Kayim U'Nasi L'Sheni Afar, Michamecha Ba'al Gover Smida Melech, Melech may be some Mechayim, Esmech Yeshua, and Emanat, like his meeting, Baruch Atah Adonai. Mechayim Hamisi. Arizach name says, "It's a free case. I'm sure some like this. I got us with me. I have a car. Azar Yamar. Kaddish. I didn't express my husband and must be shafting them. Baruch Atah הם אחד ינאי מנהסין נבדר הלויה הקדש ושם הקדש הקדש מחיים למסע ברכת עליני אל הקדש עד אחרי לנהס מלמד לנשבינה פנין מאיתך חף מנודס ברכת עליני עינין הדמאס השיבינו אבינו את הצחה וקרבינו מכינו לבד לסחה וחזירינו וסשובה שלם לפניך ברכת עליני הראית זה וסשובה סח לנו אבינו כי חתן מחר לנו מכינו כי בשנה קלת בסלחת ברכת עליני עינין מעבר לסליה Nene beri beno galin mehin shmach kiat lo zakat berakat alinai Gaya Yisrael Refainu at Nevene Yashin Vini Meshaya Kitosino Ata Mahale Aruch Shleim Chamakisino Yem Melke Kenem Rahmanat berakat alinai Chalem Israel Farek Aleinu at Lehinu Seshana Zais Veis Kombination was the Taiva of the Saint Almata Lebrach in Adama is Avin with the back of Action Seneca Shanamet Mesubrat Kiat made the back of Markashan berakat alinai Never Hashanim. Abshabad Hirsin of the Sun is the consequence. Captain Yahad may Abraham face Arsasen, Brokatani night. Captain Silka, my Israel. She was shouting commission with Seneca, but the Hill of Asmaniak Manacham, like Helena Atan, and the Mother of the Hesed, Berak himself, Mishpat, Barakatali night. I hate Sadako Mishpat. Shinamati Sikra, Halamin, Makalzim, Kergame, the Halaoye, Amhamedi, Kuris, Malkus, Risha Mahedus, Acris, Shabbos Magar. Bisakni made a minute Barakatali night. I have been my feet and say, Alice, the Malakasin, Masikam to be Israel, plated, Bisapre, Magers, the Maleno, Yamud, Rahamachan, saying Zakateva, Halabait, Mishim have Amis, with him again, name by him, although I name is Kiva Habitat, the Barakatali night. Which line mere half, should be system to say, should divide to be say that with the arm of the Hamid, say the talking. When I saw the kind of Yamin in the Barakatali night, I know you shall I. Some of the Hamid says, we are the kind of tell me what Zakam. It was a killing Kalaya in Barakatali night. Smiak can Yeshua, Shmak Aleno, Adina Eleno, Abraham Racham Aleno, the Kava Racham Rosanes Filaseno. Yes, Metris of the Matan of Panachama can read much Sharina. Yatish Metris of Barakatali night. Say many Antefila. Say Adina Kaisan Sasum Shay, Hashravi, Little Vesaha. The Isha Israel was Kaviratsin. Say, that's coming up with Israel Mecha. It's a Kazana in a Bishop Kasim Brachman, Barakatali night. Makazi Shekina, let's see. My family can what to do every time. Nedel Khamis of the Saha, I even made a bunch of after Kodislah. The Sakish Bakaimanu, the place I can be called Ace. Eric of Sarai, my tape kill Khalrakama, Rafim Kisam Sadaka. Give me Adam, give me a laugh. Well, and Nisim, I'll perk him all the Buris, well, sure is running for shows. Saying, no, I am in my Hibis Manazan. You may not see a Yakin Kain God of Hashman, you run up. Ahmed, the mouth is Yavan Risha, Alam Israel, Ashkitham to the Saka, will I be a myth of Kirill Senaka. We are to be Rafamach, in the Malta, have a Saras, Rafas Rivam, Dantas Dina, in the Compass, Nick Massam, beside the Gibay Bad Kalashim, Virabim, and Mahatim to me at the Hadim Risham Yat Sadikim, with Adim Gadis Kisarasaka, the Khawas, Sisa Shingal of the Kalish by the Maha, or the Amaka Israel Sisa to show you later for Kayamazar. Africa, Bob and Ethel, the very Saka, Finos, a Kadaka, the house, make the Shaka, be the Gunners, because Kachaka, the Kavish Menis, Mechanica, Elu, the Hayu Shim Hagalam. Could this but beside me, Station, Kamakana, Tablan by it. The Halakami, the Fasal of Yalshim Hagala, Lalin Kitai, or Elish was saying, Vesus in a cellar, Hail Hatai, Baruch, Anta, Adina, I take Shim Halakana, the Haydais. Sim Charles and David Racham, Kemikas, Racham, Limaka, Brachino, Vinicolica, Barpanaka. If we have Nusat Alonu, Adinai Lehin, it is Chaim, was Chassid, Tzedako, Beracham, Beracham, Chaim Shalom, Mitai Benachal, Barakis Am, Chaisam, Bachal Ace, Ubechashav Shanach, Barakatari Nai, Barakis Am Israel, Bashal Doi. Iskada, Iskada, Shemay Rabam, Yom Madi Berachilus, Yam Machusi, Yasmash, Bakani, Karamishika, Chayichin and Mechan, Machai the Chal, Base Israel, Bankavis Mankari, Rame, Shmei Rabam, Al Belmaya, Isbarek, Vishabach, Vispar, Visran, Visadar, Visadar, Visadal, Shemay, the Kucha Berifam, Element Caprikas, Shiras, the Bakash, and Hamas, the Damin, Alma, Ramain, Iskavas, Lus, and Habis Israel, Kadma, and Mishmaya, Bim Ramain, Hishlam Ramit Shemay, Behind Taipim, Alin Raka Israel, Im Ramain. Is there some rain? Who yes, some Alin Raka Israel, Im Ramain. I should have let us speak this. Let's say, maybe, you know. Is made of ונאמר, אוי, בני למלך לכל הארץ, ויאמר יהיה מאחד, ושמי אחד. יסקדה ויסקדה שמי רבה, ילמד דיברה חילוסי, וימך מלכוסי, ויסמך פורקנה, וקריב משיחי, וחיי חיים ובימי חיים, וחיי לכל בייס ישראל, ועגלה וזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן, שמירה ומברך, לעולם העמל מאיה, יתברך וישבח, ויספר, ויסרימם, יסעשי, ויסדר, ויסעלה, ויסעלל, שמי דקודש הבריחם, ואילה מינכה וחסה, ושירסה, תשבחסה, ונחמסה, אמיר ביאלמה בימרו אמן, יהי שלום רב, אמין שמיה, וחיים טובים, עלי נבקה ישראל, בימרו אמן. אייסה שם בפרק מבוא, יעצה שם עלי נבקה ישראל, בימרו אמן. עתיד רב, ורחב בישראל, משהיה ג'לי גיסה בי, ותשיתה וזרה דוד, ויעצה ג'לי, תעצה שרגלה שגס פתית אבם והאיר ולש מי מקד מקווה שממר מרדדים גוי ושפילו חבילי איסו ופילו חבילי כאן כדי שיספלו מים גרים ורטבם מאחד שינסונה מוסה מיידה וימדו חמי ומים כיוון שעבר להגל והידה כאן מקשר אין רצה קודשמן חלוסק וסס ישראל לפיך חירון פעם מצוויס שנאמר לנקבץ מנסית כדי הנגיצה יעדיר Iskada, Iskada, Shemay, Rabba, Yoma, Dibira, Hilusay, Yamit, Malchusay, Yasmak, Kurkani, Vikari, Mishika, Vikayay, Fine, Yamay, Fine, Vikay, the Fall Base Israel, Magala, Bisman, Kari, Vibru, Amen, Amel, Maya, Isbade, Ishabach, Ispire, Israel, Visnase, Visadar, Visala, Visala, Shemay, the Kudishaberifa, Elamin, Gabrikas, Abishiras, Tishbekas, and Kamasam. Amira Bialma, Ibrahim, Israel, Vagabana, Tamide, Alcohol Tamide, Samide, and Makamanda, Askiba Raisa, Eva Asra Hademet, Eva Khala Sarbasan, the Hain, the Thain, Shlamadava, and the Kista Benachmin, Behaina Richin, the Zerevika, over Kalmik, Almabud, Mishmaya, Ibrahim, and the Ishlamadava, Mishmaya, Behain Taivim, Alimaka Israel, Ibrahim, Aisha Ibrahim, who Yasha Israel, everybody. Right, so today, last night, today is Zois Hanukkah, and in Crown Heights, one of the icons, characters, there's a lot of characters, especially, at least when I was growing up, a lot of characters. I think today is also a lot of characters, but one of the characters, his name was Charlie. He was known as Charlie Buttons. And Charlie used to go around the whole year and he'd tell you what day of Hanukkah it is. Today is the 257th day of Hanukkah. And he had a whole speech always connected to Hanukkah. So, Hanukkah doesn't just end now. It continues really in a way throughout the year, and that's the idea. The idea is
where we're told that we're supposed to always add in light. Doesn't mean only add in light till 8 and then that's it. Okay, we had the mitzvah of the menorah, we're always adding in light. But in life, we're always adding in light, we're always adding in warmth, we're always adding in good things. And so that aspect of Hanukkah doesn't stop, and we should all be constantly adding in good things, like latkes and donuts and gelt. And a lot of other good things. What? Yeah. Yeah, but without any heartburn. No calories. But that is the whole year. But especially tonight, we know that always, let's say, Motzei Shabbos, Saturday night, takes on some of the rules of Shabbos. For example, it says we're not supposed to, we don't take a haircut on Shabbos, obviously, right? But even Motzei Shabbos, we're not supposed to take a haircut. In case someone needs an emergency, they're allowed. It's not allowed. But it's brought down in Minhagim that we don't take a haircut on Motzei Shabbos. It's even brought down the reason that it's like disrespectful to Shabbos when we take a haircut at Motzei Shabbos, because we're supposed to take a haircut on Shabbos. But we see clearly that some of Shabbos spills into Motzei Shabbos. Same thing Rosh Chodesh. Some of Rosh Chodesh spills into Motzei Chodesh. Same thing every day we don't say Tachnun. We're ready. The day continues. And so Hanukkah really continues tonight also, for sure. Every Yom Tiv, we have Isser Chag. The day after Yom Tiv is Isser Chag. And I think Charlie used to say specifically Isser Chag about Hanukkah. So tomorrow would be that Isser Chag, the day after Hanukkah. But it continues. Now, we spoke about miracles that take place on today's day. Years ago, Rabash Dway, Shalom Archei Rabashkin says over his story, he finally almost gave up completely after his final appeal was turned down. And that day, that's the day he got the message that everything, his last final appeal was turned down, is the day right this time of the day, literally as Hanukkah was going out, there was a knock on his cell, and they asked him to come, didn't know where he's going, and he was sent home. And so miracles continue throughout the night today. Today is Hanukkah, day of miracles, but it continues throughout the day, throughout the night tonight. Hashem should send everybody here, tremendous miracles, whoever is in a tight spot, should get out of that tight spot. Netzar, America, we should go to as wide as we need, and Hashem should bless everybody with all the brachas we need. Stu, welcome back, Stu. So, there's laws of Hanukkah, and then there's laws of Motzei Hanukkah. Shulchan Aruch tells us what happens. We have leftover oil in the menorah. Could we take it and make latkes with it tonight? Can we make donuts with that leftover oil? Says the Shulchan Aruch that whatever oil is left over in our menorah after Hanukkah, not just the oil, also the wicks. What you should do is, one way to do it, Shulchan Aruch is to take it and to let it burn out. Burn it out. Why? Since it was used for a mitzvah, we can now use it for something which is not a mitzvah. Now, personally, I think our eating latkes all year might be a mitzvah. I don't know. Take a breath on it. But Shulchan Aruch doesn't agree with me with that. And he says, donuts are mitzvah, but that's custard, probably the mitzvah. Just jelly, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so we're not allowed to have the right benefit from it, like we say in the we have no reshus, we have no permission to use them. Anything which is used for a mitzvah, once it's set aside for a mitzvah, it's set aside for a mitzvah. But here it's actually being used for a mitzvah, and so we're not cheapen it to use it for something else. just burn it out. Another option. Oh, one second. I'm gonna get to that. Another option is to take it and save it and to use it for another mitzvah. I think to have heard that the Rebbe would use the wicks together with lulav to use for burning of the chametz. I think I've heard that. I don't think I made it up. Huh?
I'm seeing something else.
But certainly not something you have to do. But it's a cool thing. You want to use it for a mitzvah, use it for another mitzvah. Now, like Ami pointed out, the bottle of oil, if we didn't go into the menorah, it's not considered for the mitzvah. And that you could absolutely use not just for latkes and donuts, you can even use it for your salad, or even use it, the leftover oil in the oil container that wasn't used in the menorah, wasn't poured for the menorah. So you use it for the menorah, extra cups. They're so expensive, save for next year. No, well, if you use it, it's not that bad, right? You put it in your salad, you could do that also. I wouldn't put that in my salad. Not FDA approved. Huh? Oh yeah, no problem. Absolutely. However, even the oil that you put in your menorah that's left over, if you made a t'nai, if you made a condition before saying that you're putting in the menorah, but whatever's left, you're reusing, you're recycling that oil. You could do that. As long as you're not doing it, as long as it's not your restaurant and people are thinking you're recycling that oil at, recycled fries oil, even though some people say the recycled oil for French fries is a secret ingredient for it. All right, so that is the laws of Hanukkah. There's one more law of Hanukkah, which has to do with after Hanukkah. I don't know why it's part of laws of Hanukkah, but it's the laws of Tu B'Shvat. It's part of the laws of Hanukkah. Nassim, you think any reason why laws of Tu B'Shvat are part of the laws of Hanukkah? It goes under the heading of laws of Hanukkah, and it's laws of Tu B'Shvat. Just one law. And it says on the 15th of Shvat is the Rosh Hashanah for trees. We don't say Tachnun. Not just don't we say Tachnun, even the Mincha, the day before we don't say Tachnun. And we should indulge that day in eating fruits. That is the laws of. What time all right. Time for my. Yeah, time for my. Maariv. Another part of Mitzvah Hanukkah we can still do is we still have probably another 1,000 magazines left. Anybody's passing by any buildings that have no magazines or any offices. But
This part of the difference of seven percent of the variety. Hey, hey, you know, take me on. Well, I'm like, I'm like, I'm not supposed to many like on it, but everybody know. Shema Israel, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Nisa, Naya, Shema, B'Chavedecha, Ayu Admarim, B'Yeda, Asher, Nekim, Yisrael, Ayem, Al, B'Dava, Shinad, B'Dava, B'Shema, B'Yisrael, B'Dava, B'Dava, B'Shafat, B'Mechad, B'Shafat, B'Yisrael, 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 Schmidt, B'Yisrael, Schmidt, B'Yisrael, David, B'Yisrael, Father Abraham, Son mit der Asher, B'Yisrael, 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 Iskada Shmira, Yamadi Grafidu, Seria, Naku, Seria, Asman, Perkan, we got Mishik, I can make Israel, but always my target in Romain. He's by the Shabbat, he's by the Shem, Sansi, Sadov, Salot. She made the Kuchabiri from the Hospital, also the Castle and the Master in Bahama, Romain. It's got such notes on the Kabis Israel, and Marvel Ishmael in Romain. Ishlam and Shmael, Kain Tavi, but in Israel in Romain. I said, "Shall we bring who yes, it's from the name of Israel." I think the Shabbat, other than God, let's say presentation. Last on anything you want to know. من ما رايك من لفظ الله فكما هو يخاد شميخاد يسكادا شميرابا يوم ديغرا خلوسي يامك مخوسي ياسمك بركاني بكاري بشيكاي بخايي كاين بيامي كاين بخايي بخال بيس إسرائيل أقال بزمان كاري بكرامين شميرابا نبارك أمي أمايا يسبارك بيشنابك بيسبار بيسرائيل Isnase, Isadar, Isalev, Isalal, Shemedi, Shabri, Elamin, Kabrekasa, Shirasa, Tushbekasa, Benefemasa, Damir, Bialmani, Romain, Islam, Rabam, Shamai, Lechaim, Taidim, Baka, Israel, Romain, Isaac, on the Great Baku, Yas, on the Baka, Israel, Romain, That's a value for yes, somebody like that's why they keep instructing yes, people by some meetup, fish regular shapes, the avatar, manage my carbon, make fish, maybe the private shop, the fabrication, the kind connection is before my very cyber, market change is sooner, master minor, by mail for maybe by my Kevin, certain shopper, and out. I got very can have the country minutes to come back to the since around. The Kevin permission, Emma, and the comments man seat, the Yadi. Iskada Shimera Babe, Alma Divida Hiru say the Ame Malko say the Yatsmak for Kanemi Karmishikai, kind of Yame, and the Kai the Hall base Israel, Galavis Mankari, Bibrame, Maya, Ispare, Bishaba, Bispire, Bisraim, Bisase, Bisador, Bisala, Bisala, Shemay, the Kulishaberi from Elamin, Gabrikas, of Shiras, of Tushbekas, Venetamasa. Israel Barabar Tamidayan, Yalko, Tamide, Samide, Mother, asking about Isa, even answer David, even fell as Sabasa, Yahila Hoy, the Thain, Slammer Rabbit, the Rackmin, the kind of anything of his and Rita, over Kanami, Katamabo, and Shemaya, Vibrame, Slammer Rabami, Shemaya, behind Tidy, Alimaka Israel, Vibrame, I said, Shabim Rainbow, Yazam Alimaka Israel, Vibrame.
We wish a happy birthday to Nasa. Where's Nasa? Where's Nasa? Wish Nasa a happy birthday. Shall Nasa Tzlacha. We ask you swiftly. So thank you, Yeshiva. And whoever wants a bracha, Nasa's giving our brachas. Nasa give it a bracha. Don't get this. You don't want to lose a bracha for Nasa. You don't want to lose a bracha for Nasa. Another bracha you lose, but not this one. Everybody. Amen. 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 Yashri Kayak Nasan. Happy birthday. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.